joining us today as above, so below. We are talking about my day of power. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are the African traditional sciences by which we disperse, harness, and direct energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time tuning in on this particular live, we talk to melanated people that are in the church that practice the ATRs, and we also discuss these things also with melanated people that have left the church but still got church in them and their influence. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so very, very much for your support and your continued supporting and being patient with the process that when it comes down to real magic and real spirituality, how things actually go and should be going. I want to say also salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in P5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lagumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Ajay. What's up, my Shamari, my Cancer from Chi-Town? To each and every one of you guys, I want to say thank you so much as you tune in, because you know, so on my vacation, I'm coming in on different times. But this is something that I want to share with many of you guys that have been following me and supporting me, and I like to keep it 100 and some days 1,000, and if I'm feeling really froggy, I keep it 1 million. What's up, Tattoo in the house, Sagittarius? To each and every one of you guys, first of all, I want to say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancers, Capricorn, Leo, Virgos, Sagittarius, all of each and every one of you guys, my Tauruses, and to my Geminis, and to all of you that are participating in what we do here on this platform. This is going to be something that that I want to share, because it I believe that if you are truly on this journey, she's a Sagittarius from New York, thank you. And there go Demetrius, thank you for being with us. Now, if you have taken my intermediate class, my beginner's class, or my advanced class, if you have gotten initiated, if you have been scratched, if you have a desire to practice our African tradition, this is going to be very important information. Now, those that do not know, I've been practicing magic since I was a child. I'm 51 years of age. In honor of, even on my day of power, in honor of rocking Mount Fedifun, Oya Yanza is a name. I have an altar up here displaying many of the things. I even have her sister Aya O over here in the corner, and just different things that in representation of the mother of Nine. And so Nine also represents the Eguns, and which means our ancestors. And I'm a natural necromancer. I am somebody that is initiated and have been practicing the black arts in depth for a very long time. And so when I speak, I like to speak from a place of experience. I like to speak from a place of somebody that has hands-on magical practices. I have my own clientele. Trevor, find you a rattlesnake to tongue with, okay? We're not interested, all right? And if you're gonna come on my platform, please come with your government name and your actual face. At least be brave enough to enunciate that. We can care less about your Jesus. As long as y'all keep stealing from black people, utilizing our talents, our gifts. Some of y'all, the slave master was taking our teeth and taking our hair and making your furniture out of it. And some of y'all was feeding us to alligators, our babies to alligators. And some of y'all, for sport, were in the fairs, y'all would allow your children to throw bottles and rocks at black babies and win prizes. So until y'all get that together, and I'm not talking about 300 years ago, I'm not talking about 200 years ago, roughly 60, 70 years ago, y'all was behaving, your ancestors, some of your ancestors still living right now, and now you want to tell us about Jesus? And that y'all were doing that after y'all left church. That's what y'all did after church, after worshiping y'all God. You know, after you done hung a couple niggas for false allegations for some white woman alleging that he looked at her when she was after the black cock herself, and she got caught, so now all of a sudden he's the one that gets hung because he's hung, okay? So until you can clarify that, miss us with your Jesus, okay? Miss us, I mean all the way miss. I'm talking about football fields missing us, okay? So thank you so much and appreciate you for helping us with our algorithm. What's up, my baby Scorpio? So the purpose of me coming on today on my day of power, my day of power is Thursday and Friday, in honor of my Hedorisha Mafedifun Yanza, And I say this to many of you guys. I'm going to elaborate more in detail on this video. If you're going to journey down this thing called spirituality, and if you're going to return to your roots, and you're going to acknowledge your bloodline, your ancestry, and you're going to embrace your chaos energy, you're going to embrace your 666, your 6 neutrons, protons, and electrons, and your cellular structure, and all that it encompasses, no matter what ATR you into, no matter what tradition you want to be into, that's irrelevant. Universal laws mean it applies to each and every one of us, okay? Now, on my journey through this process, besides all the racism that exists in the ATR, and this is why I address people that come in the way that they do, is because I'm trying to express to melanated people that you have allowed people to have their say in your life so long that you don't know how to stand up for what you believe in and what you operate in, that what really saves you, what heals you, what delivers you. My thing is today, on my day of power, is to those that seek greatness, those that seek excellency, those that seek their real destiny. You're going to embrace a space called loneliness. Now, I want to explain this to you. Even though Yahshua was the Savior of the world, remember, he only had 12. You would think, based off of his journey and his destiny, that he would have a multitude of people coming for him. I forgot to hit my do not disturb, so you might hear that through that. You would think that out of all the people that he was helping, thank you, Demetrius, for reminding us that this is a super chat. And so what I want to say to you guys as you journey, if you decide today or tomorrow that you're going to strive to operate in your greatness, if you're going to strive to be excellent in your gift, your talent, and your ability, if you're going to make a choice of denying everything in order to walk after your destiny, you're going to find yourself in a place of loneliness. And let me explain what I mean by this. There's a lot of people out here in the ATR, in these spiritual streets. There's a lot of people out here doing hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Kumi. But they're not operating in greatness. They're not operating in excellency. And they're also not functioning in their actual destiny. And for whatever reason, they are on different pathways. They're trying to find clicks, because let me tell you something. When you're chasing a dollar bill, you might find yourself compromising with whiteness, okay? When you're chasing a dollar bill, you might find yourself compromising the integrity of the actual arts and the sciences by which it is. And then if you find yourself trying to be popular, then you cannot necessarily speak the truth. Because if you are seeking these things, they're going to lead you down different pathways. This is why I specifically said greatness. Because to operate in your greatness, that means you have to authentically walk in your energy, your frequency, your vibration, and you have to be abiding in your personal truth. And so that means whosoever will, let them come, and whosoever will, let them go. And so everybody is not that committed. Everybody's not that dedicated. And you're going to find yourself, as you journey down hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Christianity, whether it's a business or relationship, you're going to find yourself, the more you want to be authentic, the more you want to be in your own truth, you're going to find yourself in spaces and places where they're not, either they're going to be very, very few people, or there may not be people at all. And me going to Bible college, me going to regular college, me going through the process of teaching, none of this stuff prepares you for this lonely journey. I have been taught spells, conjures. I have been taught invocation. I have been taught reversals. I have been taught how to construct this and how to construct that, and how to utilize this element and that element, and how to enhance my gift. I've been taught all of that. But one of the things that I was not aware of, that I was not educated on, is on the journey, as you, and much as my passion was for this, it is, you're going to find yourself, even in the midst of people that practice the same ATR you practice, you're going to find yourself lonely. You're gonna find yourself standoff, and I'm a people person. I love interacting with people, but as you journey, as you initiate, whether you're in the black arts or whether you're into Masonic order or the Eastern Star, the more you elevate, the less you can share information, the less conversations you can have. So the reason why June 21st is so impactful, even today, this is the day, the last day last year that Minister Mario was physically with us, and he passed away that morning on June 21st. I'm going to say this to you guys. I need you to hear me, and I need you to hear me from a place of experience. For many years, I was accustomed of being by myself. I was accustomed of watching people display themselves in a way that was untrustworthy. Hello, thank you so much, new to the channel. Thank you for joining us. Magic, spirituality is one thing, but you still have a human body. And you have things that you're going through that you're going to want to talk or converse with people. And the more advanced I got, the less people I was able to talk to. The less people that would, if I did talk to them, the less that was able to comprehend. They sympathize with me. And I need y'all to understand the difference. Somebody sympathizing with you doesn't mean they understand what you're going through, because they themselves have never gone through that. And what's up, Linda Green? What's up there? What's up there, Triranda? What's up, Ryan? I just saw y'all coming in. I want you to strive. I want you to excel. I want you to want better. I think that a lot of people, not everybody, but I think people stay at the shoreline of the ocean, so to speak, so they would have people around them. A lot of people don't want to be lonely. They will give up opportunities to keep from being lonely. They will allow doors to be closed on them, because if that person or those persons don't want to go with them, then they don't want to go. Once you decide to get on that train, once you decide to get on that plane, once you decide to hike that mountain, I want you to understand that every stride you make, every mile you make, when you look back, you're going to find people that started off with you will not be there with you. And this is the thing, has nothing to do with love, has nothing to do with respect. I know a lot of times people like to get on social media and tell you guys, oh, this person forsake me. Baby, everybody don't want your journey. Just like in college, everybody don't want a master's degree. Everybody don't want a doctoral. Everybody doesn't want a PhD degree. Everybody doesn't want to be the valedictorian of their class. And don't mean they didn't get an education. They just didn't want all of that. The fact that I was very passionate about the ATRs and magic and spell work and conjure and necromancy and shamanism and mysticism and Kabbalah and all that, as I grew, I realized very quickly, this is why I tell people, if you're in relationships, family, husband, wife, partner, I don't care what it is, I don't care what type of relationship it is, the moment you strive, this is a personal choice, but the moment you strive to be in greatness, I didn't say be great, hear me clearly, I said greatness, because you can still be great at what you do, but you have humbled yourself to be accepted by others, therefore you're not walking in your greatness. You can be good at what you do, but you're not excellent. People don't mind you being good at what you do, they mind you being excellent, because it's easy to obtain you being good, because you can be a good singer and not be an excellent singer. They can mimic what's good. It is hard to mimic what is the excellency of God. Y'all hear me? And those are realms and dimensions and places where you're going to find people not there, and people wanting you at every day that you wake up. They want you to stop. They want you no longer to excel, because in order to feel relatable, People want you to be in an area of life and mentality and economics where you are reachable. So they can say that you're not all that. I mean, okay, you good, but you ain't all that good. When people realize that you're excelling in spaces and places that they cannot touch, and they have tried, they have strived, they went and did their meditation, they talked to their ancestors, they went and got scratched, they went and got initiated, and they're realizing they still can't touch what you're doing, they can't manifest what you're doing, and so therefore their frustration sets in. They even get initiated by the same tata, the mumbo, the hugan. They go through the same, they have mimicked you to the point they done went to the same college, got the same degree, but they do not excel the way that God has allowed you to excel. They cannot prosper. And sir, ma'am, at those points in your life, when you turn around to have that conversation, that time to vent, you're going to find out really quickly you can't have that conversation with everybody. One of the things I would tell you a lot of times that was very disappointing, you can want the position of other people. And I'm going to tell you why I say the things that I say. A lot of people wanted Minister Mario's position. And they saw themselves in spaces and places where they felt that they can compete. A lot of people could tell Batman he can get another Robin. I'm going to say that again. A lot of people can dress up in the same costume Robin had on. Ride in the same Bat car. Go to the same Bat cave. Meet the same Albert. But that first Robin was in sync with Batman. That first Robin would rather die than to tell you where the Batcave is. Come on here, somebody, huh? That first Robin that was there through the foundation and the building of certain things, that first Robin would allow Scarecrow to take his life than to betray Batman. But that second Robin, with the same costume on, with the same utility belt, up under enough pressure, will tell it all. Come on here, somebody. Some of y'all think y'all can replace certain people when you don't have the character. See, you get mad and you're going to tell Scarecrow my real identity. Because you want me to hurt like you imagine I hurt you. Because you're not the first Robin. So you want to be a dynamic duo to certain tatas, mumbos, and hugans. You want people to trust you in spaces and places because you think it's just that simple. But when that pressure hits, when you are operating on a level where other people admire you to a point where they're good at what they do, but they see you in a greater light, who do you turn to and have a conversation about your flaws? Your thoughts. Minister Mario could see my shortcomings and strengthen my shortcomings or cover my shortcomings or at the very least assist me. Because I still was Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. in his heart. See, there's very few people in your life. Sir, man, if you have that, if I'm not saying anything to anybody, if you have somebody in your life, no matter where you are in your greatness, no matter where you are in your excellence, they still want to see you win. I tell you today, sir, man, honor that and cherish that. Whether you have that for a lifetime or whether you have that for a couple of years, whether you have that for a couple of days, I'm telling you, got something. Because out here in these spiritual streets, it's not in a mall. It's not in, I don't care how many people come around me. I get honor, I get acknowledgement. But to know somebody loves you for who you are, somebody supporting you for who you are. See, I tell people all the time, you don't understand something. When you get up in the morning, I'm not the first thing on your mind. I'm not top priority. And that's not a problem. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. When you want to be that close to me and you know you don't think like that. Oh, come on here, somebody, huh? It ain't nothing wrong with you desiring to be somebody's wife, somebody's husband, somebody road dog, somebody's sidekick. The problem is, you don't see them like that. See, the closer you get to a man of God or a woman of God or somebody, you're going to see certain things about them that other people don't see. Do you still have that respect? Do you still have that regard for them? Do you still see? This is the kind of stuff they don't tell you as you get initiated and as you conjuring, as you working for people. The person that cares about you when you're sick, when you're down, when you're going through your situations and circumstances, they don't tell you about that. When you're going through relationship problems, they don't tell you about it. These are the type of people that can't wait to write a book about you and expose you. These are the people that can't wait to make a video about you. These are the people can't wait to tell somebody they had sex with you. Because everybody, as you journey this, as you endeavor this and you become and you walk in your greatness, you walk in your excellence and you walk in your destiny, there it's a lonely walk. And a lot of people don't talk about that. And it doesn't mean that people are not showing you love, doesn't mean that people are not supporting you, but when you get in those spaces and places, who do you turn to? There's very few people I can talk to. Minister Mario was somebody that I could talk about my mother and my father or my sibling situation, and he never weaponized that information. He never mistreated my mother because of my issue that me and my mother was having. Like, that's hard to find. See, one thing, that's hard to find. See, I'm the type of person you can talk to me about your situation, and then I'm not going to change up on your loved ones. But I very seldom had that. I can have a conversation about him, about my sons, and he still did not turn around and mistreat my son because I was upset with him. He understood that I was having a parental issue with my child, but he knew I loved my child, and he still was going to handle my child as such. But a lot of you would take the advantage of your pastor, your leader, or your tata being upset with their godson or goddaughter, and now all of a sudden you weaponize that information, and now you going back attacking them. And that's not what your godparent wanted. Because if they wanted them to be attacked, they would attack them themselves. But you see, everybody not going to stay in line. When I elevated him, when you got somebody that you can trust with your finances, I'm going to say that again. When you got somebody that you can trust with your finances, Mother Susan washed my clothes. And there's times she find money in my clothes. She don't slip it in her bra. She don't tuck it in her panties. She even found a condom she called me about. She didn't tell nobody, I'm telling y'all. Don't tell me, yeah, you can wash too, but everybody can't be in the personal space of certain leaders. Because if you see certain things or experience certain things, you're going to take advantage of those situations. And you're going to work those to your personal advantage. And you're not going to work it to the advantage of your leader or your tata, your mamba. You're going to try to expose the whatever chinks that may be in their armor. Because ain't none of us perfect. Sir, man, you're going to find yourself, if you are striving to be something and have something, and all the things that he had learned from me that he utilized to make my life better, more proficient. Some of y'all waiting up at Minister Mario said, I'd have had that stuff done because I wouldn't have been doing all this other stuff. I was able to focus on, I have other people around me, but they do not live for this. I'm going to say this, sir and ma'am, again. You may have a vision, but you're going to have very few people that live for your vision. That don't mean that other people don't love you, that don't honor you, none of that. But everybody can't be your Robin. Everybody can't be your dynamic duo. Because they don't live for you. The same thing when it comes to the Egun. You don't live for the Orishas. You live for you, and you try to use the Orishas. You don't live for the ancestor. You live for yourself, and you got to use the ancestor to live for you. That's what is going on. And it's all good in its space and place. But I live for this. I get up in the morning, whether I feel good, whether I'm in a good mood. I've been crying. I've been going through all kind of changes today. But none of it stopped me from getting up and doing what I needed to do. And none of it's going to stop. I will die in this. My last breath will be about this. I know that because I am fully committed. I am fully in this. I am fully given to this. And when you are like that, you find very few people that you can trust. Because so many people are in such need of so many different things. A lot of times all they do is say, listen, I can't even, there's times like, who just blessed you to bless you? When it comes to them, I was teasing my son one day. I said, when it was my birthday, you took $5 and bought me a car. And you told me that was your last. I said, but when your birthday come around, you always find to have enough money to get you to have dinner, to buy you an outfit, and such and such. On your birthday. You were always miraculous. Like I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is Aries and my rising. I've been watching. It just so happened when it comes to your birthday, you always have more than $5 to spare. And I say this is not a dig at him, because he's a man, and I want him to know that when you're a man, people watching you. They're watching. Because wherever a man's treasure is, that's where his heart is also. Okay? So I said, but I noticed when my birthday come around, and this is I want y'all to understand this. When you're blessed, when people feel like you're already blessed, they don't feel like you deserve it anymore. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your kids, your husband, your wife. There's a mindset in people that when they feel that you already have, they feel like you don't deserve anything more. And I don't care how much they love you. And they don't put forth the effort in you because they feel like you already got or you're going to already get. I'm just keeping it real with you. If you think it, just strive to be operating your greatness, strive to be excellent, and strive to be in your destiny, and see if you won't experience what I'm talking about on today. When you don't have people, it doesn't matter what Minister Mario, how much money he earned. He was making $85,000 a year. If he thought I wanted it, he got it. Period. My success did not threaten him. Me being in the limelight did not threaten him. People hollering my name and calling my name and wanting to talk to me and get with me and all this stuff, that stuff did not bother him. He knew where he stood. Do you got somebody in your life, no matter how you excel in life, that they still know where they stand? Even when he got crowned before me, he never stepped in front of me. Some of y'all ain't even crowned and you trying to step in front of me. When he got scratched before me, Mother Susan, he still didn't step in front of me. He became a Bolero before I did. And he, as his leader, he never stepped in front of me. He never put other people in front of me. You don't find that much. I'm just being real because you need to be as mentally and emotionally prepared for those spaces that will exist in your life if you decide to go there, because you're going to always have people around you that can relate to you when you're not, you just basic, when you just above average. There are certain things in life that's more easier to obtain, and there are certain things that you got to give it all to obtain. And when you have committed to yourself, especially to these magical practices, that this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to give, and this is why I know that when my channel fluctuate and the numbers fluctuate, it's only because the truth gets raw and more pure. And when people can't handle basic truth, when you a grown man or woman that you can't even handle basic truth and basic reality, how are you going to be able to handle spiritual truth and spiritual reality? You understand? Jesus said if you can't be faithful over natural things, why would he entrust you with true riches? A lot of you guys can't even handle the truth about who you are in your family, who you are on a job, who you really are in business. At the end of the day, you can't even handle that. That's Chloe, I'll call her back. You can't even handle that basic truth. How you gonna deal with the revelation of what spirit reveals to you, or the revelation of truth that you have to tell to a client? You ain't ready to do that. What happens when you have to give somebody them hard, cold facts? And you know if I tell this person the truth, they're not going to spend no more money with me. If I tell this person the truth, they're not going to work with me no more. Some of y'all can't even tell the truth because you're afraid of somebody getting upset with you. You're not ready for real magic. You're not ready for real conjure. It's not that I'm being condescending. You have to have a certain stability about yourself and a certain level of commitment that when the spirit can trust you to tell the truth in spite of who that person is, in spite of what you may have the possibility of benefiting from. You know how many times I done got up and told the truth knowing that once I said what I said, these niggas in church weren't gonna give me? Huh? When I got up and told that person I wasn't gonna crown them, I already knew once I told them that I wasn't gonna crown them, they were gonna leave the church. Are you grown enough that you know if I tell this person the truth, that this person has a potential of walking off? I've gotten up and preached messages that I knew that if I say what I'm gonna say, certain people are gonna leave. And I still obey God. Because I could have did like any other person. I got bills to pay. I got responsibilities. Even though I told the truth and God made a way, it still takes something. All this talking about, oh, Pastor Ely, you raw, you real. You don't want that 24/7. You live in too many lies, too many delusions to want somebody to be that raw and real with you 24/7. So who gonna be your Robin when you a Sagittarius, your moon is an Aries, and your rising sign of Pisces, and we got all these tender dicks out here, especially with the men folk. And I don't care if you gay, I don't care if you straight, I don't care if you bi. You can't just tell another man like, bruh, you not consistent. Bruh, you putting on. Bruh, you jaw jacking. Bruh, you out here chasing pussy, you ain't chasing spirituality. You only want acknowledgement, so you want somebody to see you in a certain light so you can pretend that you the man. What's up, Jealous Sweet? Sir, ma'am, it don't matter if it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Ajays. Get out here and strive to be great. You want to be tricked. You want to be lied to. And you want to be deceived. Apostle Ely, why would you say I want to be lied to, deceived, and tricked? Because every time the truth show up, you spit it out. Every time the truth speaks to you, you ignore it. I told you we live in duality. So if you don't receive the truth, you got to receive the lie. There's no other option. If you don't receive reality, you must receive delusion. Same thing the scripture say he never abode in the truth. He spoke the truth. He talked about the truth. He even told Yahshua, he said, if you be the Son of God, cast yourself down. Because the Bible said, the word say that your feet won't even dash against the ground. He told him the truth, but he didn't tell him the truth for the right reason. People that don't abide in the truth, they can tell you some truth, but they'll tell you the truth for the wrong reason. They'll tell you the truth about what your husband doing for you to give up and break up with your husband so they can take your husband. They told you the truth, but they told it to you for the wrong reason. Everybody is not out here for your best interest. That's the truth. But you don't want to hear that. Because you want what you want. Because for whatever reason, you think this ATR is going to turn you into a Wonder Woman, a Superman, all of that. I remember my kids, my oldest son told me one time, we had a conversation. He said, Dad, he said, I didn't even realize what we were doing. I was like, what are you talking about? He said, we see you as Superman. He said, and even though them bullets are bouncing off your chest, you are just as much threat as anybody else. The intention of that person was to kill you. Just because no weapon formed against me didn't prosper, didn't mean the intent was not there. That the intent wasn't real. See, Robin is gonna care. He don't care that I was victorious. He cared that you tried to set a snare for Batman. See, only thing you look at is that God keep making a way for Chief Apostle Eden. You don't want to acknowledge that you could have helped and made this easier. You step back and you allow other women, and this is my problem with these niggas with nuts. It don't bother you that these women stepping up and they're pushing this platform and they're pushing this work and they're pushing this website. But you the same niggas want her to submit. And if you like men, you want him to submit. You got to be first partakers of the fruit, bro. That's the real truth. People don't honor me because I'm Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. because I got to make that mean something. They don't honor me because I say I'm Scratch and Paulo. I don't get respect in the Paulo community because I say I'm Scratch. I get respect because of how I do my work and how I handle my clientele and the manifestation I get. I don't get respect in the voodoo community because I say I practice Haitian voodoo. Huh? They know I ain't nothing to play with because they have seen me work. And some of them tried me and I had to put to what's happening to their ass. You understand? I don't get respect because I'm on platform and I talk the way that I talk. If I can't cash the check, they gonna mock me just like they mock anybody else. If I wasn't producing the results, they would be out here clowning me just like they clown anybody else. Huh? The reason why I can shut down the circus, the reason why I don't put on the clown suit, because I'm real. I'm who I say I am, and I don't go beyond that. I don't oversell me as a Sagittarius. This is the real truth out here. And when you're like that, you're going to find yourself alone. And you're going to find yourself with very selective people. Even though naturally, I got Scorpio, I don't trust everybody. Even though naturally I love to teach as a Sagittarius. And even though with my Piscean rising, I can relate to a lot of different people. But that don't mean that people want to see me grow, develop. I don't care how much information I put out, and you guys been following me for 2 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes. My knowledge and what I share is undeniable. It don't take rocket science to know that I am really what I say I am. But that alone isolates me. Me being real, authentic, and true and unapologetic myself puts me in a whole different category, which once again puts me by myself. Because who could stand beside somebody that's actually being themselves when you're not really being yourself? Huh? When I make my money by telling the truth and you make your money by lying and mixing the truth, you can't afford to be around me because you're going to be exposed. Once again, it puts you in a lonely state. I'm not telling you not to be truthful. I'm just telling you, if you're going to walk in and be a real friend, you're going to find a lot of fake friends. I'm going to say that again. If you decide to be a real friend, you're going to find a lot of fake friends. Because a lot of people are just for show. They're not for show. When the rubber meets the road in magic, whether they want to tell you this or not, everybody want to be the king of the hill or the queen of the hill. They want themselves to be the top dog. I'm just keeping it real with you. And no matter, and every time on my platform, Mother Susan, I get a testimony about somebody talking about my graveyard work, talking about my talisman, talking about my incense, talking about my products or my services or my consultations, it isolates me. I am well known in the Ocha community, but they don't fuck with me. I'm well known in the Christian community, but they don't fuck with me. I'm well known in the Apollo community. They don't mess with me. And you know why? Because the truth offends. They'll get on my platform and tell me that I'm telling the truth about the racism that is in the Apollo community and the Ocha community. But they're not gonna congregate with me. Somebody acknowledging your truth don't mean they're gonna walk with you. White people get on here and say, oh, he telling the truth about how racism is and the private. Yeah, they would even go as far as acknowledging. But they're not fit to boost you. Every time I speak truth, and even though it is acknowledged as the truth, it does nothing for me but it isolates me. Because they're not going to speak that on their platform. They're not going to speak it the way that I speak it. They're not going to be raw as I am and articulate it as well as I do. Because people are very clear. When I speak, it's very clear where I'm coming from. And that I have a clear understanding of what's going on. And that's right there alone, I can't deal with him. I'm acknowledge that he's telling the truth. But I'm not going to support it. How many people done got readings from me that talk about how accurate my readings are? And the more my testimonies come out, the less spiritual people want to deal with me. Because your readings are not that accurate. They're not that precise. They don't change lives. They don't reset people's mind. They don't renew people's mind. They don't strike and ignite a fire or passion in that individual to want to know better and do better. Your readers don't do that. Mine do. When I do conjure, when I work with the dead, they get manifestation. They got to still give elbows and still give offering working with the dead with you. So therefore, when you testify the truth on my platform, I get penalized for it. You would think somebody crowned twice within a year. There are people that live their whole life trying to get crowned. I got crowned in 1 year after Minister Mario got crowned. Right? Then I end up going through Palo, and not only did I receive Centea, I received Zarabanda. You think the Palo community came and said, oh my God, my brother, congratulations. You a child of Oya and you a child of Centea? They know what that means. They know the fact, the people in the community, they know the truth. They know the truth. But that don't mean that they're going to fellowship with me. You too loud. That's just what your daddy said when I bust in his mouth. But I'm a Sagittarius. I make a racket inside of his throat, his guts, and all. But hey, he likes it. He keep coming back. You might not care for it, but he likes it. Anyway, so I say all these things with the understanding. When I speak a truth, when I acknowledge it, when I do something well, you would think I would be embraced. There's other Santeros in this community. They know that I'm here. They know that I'm crowned. They know that I'm a pastor. And and what I do, I often say this true. I don't push my beliefs on nobody. You don't have, even the mother of the church, you don't have to practice voodoo to be a member of my church. She don't have to light candles. She do her incense. She work with her talisman. But my point is, wherever she at, she can be comfortable, because it don't take that to have a relationship with me. You don't have to be rich to have a relationship. I would prefer you to be rich, but you know, I still deal with you. Huh? You don't have to be sexy and good looking and delicious and somebody I want to play with your nipples and stuff. You don't have to be that. I would prefer, but in order for me to deal with you, no, I'm a people person. But when it comes down to magic, I know the seriousness of that. And when you are working and you really want to service, I want you to know there are some spaces, and if you end up with a Batman or a Robin in your life, you got yourself something. If I were you, I would protect it to the best of my ability. The only person could have took Minister Mario away from me is God. I've seen so many come in my life and talking about they got it for me, and you don't live for me. You don't ride for me like that. And I don't put that upon nobody, because I didn't put it upon him. He just showed me that he was that serious about me. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. People gonna show you how far they're willing to go. He pushed all the way till he left here. Tomorrow will be the 21st when he actually died. And Mother Susan here right now, she'll tell you Minister Mario was pulling money and trying to shift money to make sure I got crowned the day before he died. Those are my memories. Those are the things that I think about when I get up in the morning. Who cares that I ate? When I tell you, God, thank you for sending me money for gas, sending me money for to eat, sending me money for my just everyday things. Because that means that when you got up, you say, you know what? Not just conjure. Not just conjure. He's a person. He got feelings. When you trying to have family with people, I want to encourage some of y'all. If you ain't that serious about somebody, don't tell them that you are. I don't care if it's an E5, voodoo, Santeria. Never expect people to be something to you you already know you're not willing to be to them. That's just being real. That's being honest. Because that right there, you don't want to send out mixed signals. You want a relationship that you're the only one benefiting from that relationship. Don't go into those type of relationships. If you got issues with your family, resolve your issues and do not take that into your spiritual family. Your mama wasn't there for you, your daddy wasn't there for you, your cousin, all of them hate you, you the black sheep of your family. Don't bring your black ass over here with you. Because you ain't no black sheep over here. Those are y'all issues. Those are not our issues. You're not going to afflict us with the pain of your ignorance of you don't know how to direct your emotional energy. I have a pastor of mine told me, she said, you are upset with your mother and you got misguided anger. And you taking it out on these women when you really upset with your mother. You need to resolve that issue with your mother so you don't be out here taking it out on other women. That ain't nothing but the truth. Some of y'all putting it to all these other people, all because you ain't resolved issue with the person you really upset with. The person you really got a problem with. The person you really feel abandoned by. That's why you keep going through that cycle, because you ain't resolved the fact that this woman keep ignoring you and she birthed you in the world. You ain't resolved the fact that this man called you to be here and he won't spend a quart on you. You got a problem with that, and you got a right to have a problem with it. What you don't have a right to do is to inflict other people because you got a problem with somebody else. Now that's what you don't have a problem. And guess what, sir and ma'am? Whether you think that matters in magic, if you don't know that emotions are energy, if you don't know that thoughts are energy, then you don't know magic. And your mindset and how you operate as a man or woman in this life Whether you in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, is going to determine why you lie to people and know you lying. Some of y'all lie to us and you know we know you lying and you'll still lie. And if somebody confronts you about it, you act like they done did something to you. Anytime you're choosing as a grown man or woman to step in this arena, I know you got to want something. You sound like Eddie Murphy. And your mama sound like Mr. Ed when I was putting them inches inside of her. So maybe we got something in common, like Whitney and Bobby. Listen, I have been roasted, challenged. The worst thing you can do in my platform is to come in here and try to be funny. You don't stand a chance. Not with my left nut or my right nut. Whether you a troll, whether you just an everyday person, you stand no chance. Not in this arena. I will clown you to no other end. And I will have everybody around this world laughing at your ugly ass. And I can say you ugly. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't look better than me. And ugly people always make ugly comments. Follow it. You have what we call the ugly girl syndrome. Brandon, with your bitch ass. Where you at, Brandon? I'm waiting on your comment. You did Eddie Murphy. You want to go at another one? So I can start talking about your daddy? I know it didn't take you long to get to the earth because your daddy cocked so short. It didn't take him nothing to skeet your eye. So I know you, come on, let's talk about it. Since you want to come in my live and interrupt what I'm talking about, let's talk about how you got here. Huh? Your daddy with the shouted. So it didn't take you long to get to the earth, so I know you got to come back. Brandon. And some dumb bitch somewhere gonna give you some head. Child, please. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. It costs to be honest, upfront, and to be you. Will I say it's worth it? Absolutely. But you better be ready for it. If you're going to be upfront and direct with people, and you're going to come out here on social media and present yourself as a spiritualist and conjurer and mystic and agile, you got to be ready for all types of people. You got to be ready for the ones that are going to ride with you all the way, the ones that are going to ride with you partial, and some of them just going to start and stop. Some of the people going to be in and out, up and down, round and round. All types of people. Well, let me tell you something about me and anybody that's real out here. I cannot make you a main pillar when I cannot count on you. When you're not consistent, I can't build with you. Whatever it is that you do, if you want a man or woman to want to build with you, you have to show consistency. If you want a ta-ta mumbo and to invest, they have to see you in longevity. I tell people this all the time. When you come in my life, I'm watching you. And my spirits are going to test you. Somebody said I'm homophobic. Then suck a dick. Maybe that'll kill you. I don't know. I'm a spiritualist. I'm not a psychiatric person. Hey, you come in with the statement. Mother of the church. And I'm actually in the church. So that's how real I can be. But my thing is, when you decide to support me, understand that I tell it like it is. I'm not here to patronize and help other people feel comfortable in the Ocha community, in the Apollo community, and spiritual community. That ain't my job. My job is to give knowledge, wisdom, understanding. However it falls on your life, that's what it is. But I realize that that comes with consequences, and that causes me to be isolated. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to call your name. Your name has nothing to do with the truth that I am speaking. It is for those people that want to walk in the light of the truth when it comes down to the ATR and understand universal law. That's what I'm here for. How you determine you're going to practice your ATR and how you're going to do business, sir, ma'am, that's on you. But if you're going to support me in what I'm doing, this is what you support. That's whether it's I'm on vacation, not on vacation, whether I'm retired, whether I'm out there hoe hopping, whether I'm getting my tallywhacker wet, whatever. It's gonna be Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. And if you cool with that, then we can roll. If you want closer relationships, then just show me you can be committed. But I'm gonna check you. Don't write stuff you can't cash. That's the fair as I can be with anybody. Only way Mother Susan gonna give me $100,000, she got to hit the lotto. Other than that, she ain't got it. But she'll ride with me. She was so tired yesterday, she fell asleep while I was driving. But she was there for me. I told her, I said, after Minister Mario had passed away, I said, if she hadn't been there, I don't know what 9 times out of 10 I would have snapped. I'd have heard a lot of, I'm not lying. If I didn't have somebody that I could talk to and rationalize with my mind, because I'm a sad, the rage that was in me when I realized how many people were not committed and dedicated as good as I had been to people, my next move would have been, I'm going to F up all these niggas. That's where my head would have went. It's good, and I'm telling y'all, God going to give you somebody that you can talk to. God going to give you somebody you can vent to. You don't pick them. Let the Spirit pick them. Let your egos pick them. Let the Lord pick them. You know why? Because they're not going to take that information and spread that information around. They're not going to weaponize that information against you and your platform or your church or your elate or whatever. Because when people like me trust you with information, that's what it is. Information. It is not for you. It is not for anybody else's ears. And when you abuse that, remember them same spirits that walking with that tata, that mumbo, that hugon, that apostle, they see you. And all of a sudden, when y'all start separating, remember you did that. Because once you violate, you the one started the separation. I'm a child of Oya. So I'm accustomed for people betraying me. I got Scorpio in my truck. I'm accustomed to that. What I'm not accustomed is to people like Minister Mario, loyal to the end. If you find somebody loyal and live for you, thank the gods of heaven. Because you're going to need that. In these spiritual streets, it's lonely out here. I wouldn't lie to none. I got my baby Scorpio, I got Stormy, I got babies out here, I got people I'm not going to lie to you to keep you on this journey trying to make like it's all good and that, because it's worth it, but it's lonely. And you can be around 1 million people, it's still lonely. Especially if you're the one on top of your game, it get even lonelier. Because the 9 times 10, the only time they want to talk to you because they're trying to get something out of you. It is what it is. You got to take the good with the bad. I've been doing this a very long time. And I had personally gotten accustomed to being by myself until Minister Mario came into my life. I done been married twice. I got 3 baby mamas. He ain't never heard, sir, I say all kind of stuff. I'm a Sagittarius. I speak my mind, I don't care where I am. He ain't never took back what I said to my exes and said, oh, your ex-husband said this, or because I said to my sister, my niece, or my nephew, or whatever I done said, or it went over there to my family. He ain't never started no confusion in my family because I said something, or I said I wasn't going nowhere. He ain't never been that type of person. But some of you bitches, and I'm talking bitches, I'm talking to men, because some of y'all men talk worse than women. You're a confusion maker. You're a confusion maker. And some of you right now, you done been over here with me, and now you over here dealing with other people that got issues with me. And they're gonna have conflict with me. Not because I did something to them, not because you did nothing to them, but because they're already intimidated. let me tell y'all something. You want to hear? You want to hear? Do you want? I want you to type in there. Do you want me to keep it 1,000, or do you want me to keep it 1 million? Because I'm past 100 today on my day of power. So if you want me to keep it 1,000, you can type that in. If you want me to keep it 1 million, now y'all know 1 million is like ghost pepper. Ghost pepper. If you want me to keep it 1,000, or you want me to do this, ghost pepper, 1 million. I'm seeing some 1 million. Y'all show you want 1 million? Y'all, there's levels to truth. $1 million. Majority of these spiritualists is broke as hell. And they're getting witch wars over $20. And some of y'all doing better than the spiritualists you going to. Some of y'all life was better before you met that bitch. And I'm talking, when I say bitch, I'm talking about the male and the female. Before you met the hoodooists, before you met the... Very seldom are you going to meet a spiritualist that your life is actually going to be better because you met them. Only thing that they got on you is that they know the arts. Other than that, they life fucked up. That's majority of them. Very few of them that got anything going on besides being spiritual. Ifa, voodoo, some of them bitches out there eating cereal for dinner. Some of them out there fucking and sucking just to pay rent. Y'all say you want me to keep it $1 million. You were doing better than them before you ever sat down in their seat. You were making more money than them before you ever let them flip a card. Your life then started getting worse until you start dealing with their ragged ass. You want facts? Why you think I'm always got to straighten people about what my lifestyle? Because I have to constantly remind them I had this before I seen your ass. I was doing this before I met you. Because majority of these people out here ain't had nothing going on. Just like the pastors in the church. If it weren't for the church, they wouldn't have a car, they wouldn't have a house, they wouldn't have food, they wouldn't have clothes. If it wasn't, you wanted $1 million, you want ghost pepper truth? You want too hot to handle? Them bitches eating oodles or noodles. Your shrimp is bigger than they shrimp anyway. You eat better than they do right now. I ain't called no names, but y'all asked for the $1 million. You can't give me insight in my life. Bitch, you blind. You can't see in my life because your light bill got you blocked. Your rent, you can't hear from the spirit because, bitch, you trying to pay your rent. I was going to go in person. I told you, I said I was going to go get some stuff today because I know I get paid today. But because of Juneteenth, 19th, the banks got my check, my deposit pending until tomorrow. But I was gonna have an income regardless. Before a Cash App, before a Zelle, before a PayPal. Bitch, I'ma eat like I want to. And even though I didn't get paid today, me and Mother done had breakfast. We had ice cream. And I done bought, I'm redoing the altars in the church. I done bought tables. We've been at Home Good. I've been doing all that and I still ain't got my check. Very few people, very few. In Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Adject, very few of them. You wonder why their house is dark? It's because they got one light and one lamp in them. It ain't because they meditating before the Lord, okay? I didn't say Miranda said, Apostle, tell the truth. I'm just telling you. You wonder why they badgering you? You wonder why they rushing the products? That bitch need to eat today. She got to feed her kid. He got to pay his rent before he get put out. He already passed the late fee. He been threatened and evicted. So now he got to tell you that Ogun is gonna kill you. I remember I was laughing so hard because they do it in the church too. I was laughing so hard. One girl came to me and she said that the pastor prophesied to her and told her that if she did not sow a $5,000 seed, that God was gonna kill her. And you know what my response was? I said the rent must be due. When people start threatening your life and telling you that Jesus is gonna kill you and your family, or Ogun or the Orishas are going to wipe you out, I promise you the rent is due. The mortgage is due and it's past due. And there must be a threat level. They up under pressure. I'm sorry, y'all. T.I. is, you should have never asked me for the million. I'm just keeping it real. Imagine if I couldn't pay the rent here. The threats. Mother Susan, if you don't give me that check of first of the month, God said he gonna wipe out your hip. I see you in a car.
I'll see you on the 3rd.
Zarabanda told me, if you, I throw the shamalongas, and it came up that if you don't get this work done for $17,000, you don't know they got a gambling problem. And they owe everybody in Calhoun. And that thug in the street said, if I don't have his money, he gonna blow my brains out. So now Zarabanda has spoken unto me through the shamalonga that if you don't give me them $17,000, he gonna destroy you, your favorite child, because you know you got a favorite child that you done told him enough of your business. Now all of a sudden, now your child in college is gonna get raped by a 9.5-inch nigga. Your son gonna get butt-fucked. Y'all 1 in a million. It levels to this truth. I don't know how much you can handle. Now Mother Susan on the corner trying to save her life. Huh? I got the mother on the church on the corner trying to save her life because I got bills. And it might become, it's the truth. Like, I don't care how funny it is, it's the truth. It's real. I couldn't come on here and just tell y'all like that. I'd be like, I have to be threatening. Huh? Bo, if you don't give me that check, a tsunami gonna come through there. Oh my God. You better hear me. Huh? When you see a spiritualist getting threatening, 9 times 10 the bill. Huh? They about to get their car repossessed. And you right here playing. Hey. Don't. You out there getting a reading from your spiritualist. And then people back in their car. Why you getting a reading? And you wonder why you got to do a money spell ASAP. And they need $919. Because that's what's going to get their car back. It's going to be. Okay. Y'all ask for the real. So that's why if you ever work with me or you ever got a reading or consultation, I always tell you, this is what I recommend. I never push. Even if it's something I know you really need to do right away, I still don't push you. Because I feel like you grown. If you want to do it, you'll do it. If you don't, you don't. At the end of the day, there ain't no pressure from me. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. But the reason why the other ones cannot afford to let you decide whether you're going to get that work or not, they got bills to pay. When I start working for UPS, I'm gonna have a pension. My super chat is not for my super chat, and this monetized YouTube page is to pay for the traveling when me and my team go to different places to do spiritual work. It ain't for me to eat and pay my mortgage and my rent and my car and all. I got money for that. See, they ain't set up like that. So you're gonna get the threat. It's that light bill. Yeah, it's light bill time. And it's summer, it's hot. Oh yeah. You got to do 3 elbows in a row. You got to give something to Ochosi. You got to give something to Oya Yansa. You got to give something to Oshun. And I mean right now. Right now. No, you don't have time to think about it. It's an emergency right now. Zelle. Zelle, baby. Zelle, I say. Zelle. No, I can write a check. And it got to clear. I'll be evicted by the time that check clear. No, you must Zelle it. Cash App it. Because I got to run to the convenience store because I ain't got no bank account. And I got to get a money order to get these people their rent money. Oh, see what happened when you make me do 1 million. You can imagine if I do $1 billion. $921 and $21 for I know. Huh? And don't forget to tip me. Please. Tip me. And now all of a sudden now what's going to happen? And this is how you're going to determine whether they past due. Now all of a sudden you're going to hear the campaign of y'all don't appreciate me. Now they finna try to guilt you into giving up the money that you're going to go and get you a 2-piece and a biscuit and some fries. You already told you ain't had it. Now they're finna guilt you to... They talking about something, oh, I've been there for you. I just known you for a week. What you mean you been there for me? Your magic ain't even manifested. What are you talking about? Now you finna hear about how all people do is use them. That's what y'all wanted $1 billion? It's all mythology. It's mind games. Miranda said, that's right, baby, don't forget the tip. Please, because if you forget the tip, then now I got to eat this peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no milk. You don't tip, I don't get no milk. You don't want me to eat a dry sandwich, I need some milk. And then I'm lactose intolerant, I need almond milk, so I need you to tip at least 20%. You do 15, then I got to get cow milk. You don't want me, you don't want your spiritual leader to have to do cow milk. I need almond milk. Huh? Bo said I had KFC. Bo, if that bill done passed through, you can't have that. You gotta get Bo. You can't do that. You gonna do me like that, and I'm over here. Listen. Not only do I know about the church community, I know about the old church, I know about these communities. I am a person, I'm always behind the scenes because of my status and my connectivity. So I'm not speaking about what I think. I am not hating on nobody. I'm not talking about nobody because I have no need. But what I am saying is a lot of the mental gymnastics that are out here is because a lot of people are not a good steward of their inheritance, and so they can't teach you about financial prosperity because they don't operate in that. And so they themselves cannot be happy for you even if you are blessed or you're trying to get blessed. Like Minister Mario wasn't in struggle, or I didn't have a problem with Minister Mario, what he was doing or dressing, because I already had. I grew up having. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's no threat. I was able to put $600 and $700 watches on my kids because I done had all of that. That stuff don't bother me. You living good, riding good, eating good, sexing good don't bother me. Because I'm good. And I'm going to say this again to women that go to other women. It is hard for another woman to want better for you than she wants for herself. I don't care if she in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi. Sir, it's hard for another man that wants you to have some good ass in his life and he ain't got none of his. It is much easier for somebody that is already abiding. That's why Christ was able to heal the cigarette. He was already in oneness. How is somebody going to help you become in oneness when they're not in oneness? Folk Q gonna come in and tell my hello chef. Now you know your daddy called me Big Daddy Ding-a-ling. Your daddy said so good that he won't even close his eyes when he's sucking it. Called me by my real name. Daddy Ding-a-ling. Sir Lickum-Locks. So, y'all wanted 1 million. I kept it 1 million. I know a lot of stuff. I can tell a whole lot of truth without calling names and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's why my platform has to be supported the way it does. Because when you choose to tell the truth, people, they know that I'm telling the truth. And so when they see me, they don't want to deal with me. Most of them people know that I'm a real seer. I may not say nothing, but they know I can really see. What, I said too much? She over there cracking up. But I'm telling the truth. So when you choose to abide in the truth the way that I do, it isolates you. It causes you to walk along. It doesn't mean I don't get blessed. Doesn't mean people don't support me. But it's only people that want that type of truth. And a lot of people don't want that type of truth. They want to practice magic. They want to do spell work, craft, all of that. But at the end of the day, they're not interested in that. And so therefore, I live for that. And so therefore, I understand that I'm going to be in spaces and places lonely. I don't bother me being in the corner. Like I tell people, I can masturbate by myself. So it don't necessarily, somebody, do you have good sex? Was it good? Everybody going to be good to me because I'm good at what I do. Yeah, I ain't never had no bad sex. I have good sex by myself. I shock myself sometimes. I'm like, damn. I feel like tipping myself. Like, damn, you good. I know God ain't made another me. You ever worked yourself over till you were like, oh, man. I walking by the mirror, I looked at myself, I said, I'll do you. Jesus, you is something else. So, my point is, I'm a spiritualist. I've been doing conjures since I was a child. Certain things don't bother me. Certain things don't, even if people treat me a certain type, it don't bother me because I don't need you to exist. I don't need you to be successful. I don't need you to do what I need to do in order to get my manifestation. So how you feel about me really don't matter. But everybody in that space or in that place. And so even when you guys get on here and you cash app and you support what I'm doing on that, people get upset with about that. Say, he don't have to lie, he ain't got to do no conning, he ain't got to do no tricks, and these people give him and support him like that. They have a problem with that because they got to pull all kind of stunts and run all kind of sales and clearances and all this shit. I ain't gonna do none of that. You gonna donate what it is. I ain't gonna run no sale. Only thing, I ain't even selling no ass. I ain't selling nothing. You gonna donate XYZ or you won't get it. And they look at, why these people doing this and doing that for you? Because it is what it is. You got to do a summer sale, a winter sale. Please help me from getting thrown out sale. Listen, that's y'all business. But at the end of the day over here, in this space and place, it ain't going down. You are too funny. When you I bet I'm telling the truth. Huh? Ask my nipples at my line. Woo! I'm good on I'm an off day. Now, if somebody on vacation, I've been on vacation since last week. I started last Friday. I started on vacation. To all of y'all, you don't want to have sex with me out there. Because I'm something to reckon with after working all day. I done had 2 naps. That's a lot of rest for me. I stayed in. I said, how long? I got up. I was up, but I didn't get out of the bed. What time? What time I actually came out of the room? What time it was? Before 8 o'clock. I got up by 8 o'clock. Now, normally I don't stay in bed that long. On time I'm in bed that long, I'm screwing somebody. But other than that, I don't lay in the bed that long. But I laid there, forcing myself to get rest, and kept looking around, looking at the ceiling. Then I finally got up, ate something, but got up and walked Shango and all that, and then got out to do my Ocha stuff. So that's what I've been doing. But I hope that this helped you. I hope you actually learn from this. I hope you actually take this serious. As much fun as it was today, on my day of power, if you want to support Apostle Ely, do your super chats. If you want me to do incense burning or any of that nature, I'm going to be showing pictures periodically of what I'm doing in here to all of you that support our platform, so you will know that this melanated man, I paid my rent. I had one, let me tell you something. See, this is how you know people is used to their bills being behind. Let me tell you something. I had a member, they thought they had seen something because I had a pink envelope on the door, right? But I never, what happened is, because I write checks, so I never go back by and pick up my receipts. So they put my receipts for my payment, you know what I'm saying? Because I never pick them up. I've been here for like over 10 years or whatever. So I never go pick up my receipts. So what she do, when she pile them up, she'll put them in a pink envelope. I think they think we were going to get evicted or something. I guess they thought I was going to ask for some money, or raise money, or whatever. But the pink envelope was just a receipt from them cashing the check. Because that's all I do. I look at my my app, and when the check clear, that's what I do. So I don't never go and pick up my receipt. So to make sure I have my receipts, they always send me my receipts in the envelope, and they'll put them on the door. You could tell when people used to eviction notices. That's what it was. They thought that was not an eviction notice. It was just the receipts that they had collected from me making payments. Because I don't go pick up my receipt. And she'll tell you, do I go in there and grab up mail like that? That mail be sitting there. She's like, Apostle, you gonna get your mail? I don't bring pressure in my house. And unless I'm ready to deal with it, I don't bring it in my house. I ain't never been that type of person. Some people just be going grabbing up their mail for what? I don't need to be thinking about you until I'm gonna deal with you. So, but that's just me. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. My Fetty if you don't mind typing in there my Fetty, this is my dear pal, my Fetty Yonza. Y'all see the little stash right there? I'm getting it together. I'm getting her together because we're gonna be celebrating August the 10th. And I got my little mama over there. And this is my Oya sword. This is the real deal right here. This went through ceremony with Ogun. So when I do ceremonies with this, and you see me pick this up, I actually did ceremonies Ogun. I received this from Ogun. So that's that. And then I got everything. See, I'm ready. See? You know, you probably wearing like this. But I got everything. So I think I cleansed one person with this. I don't use this all the time, but that's what this is for. And I got my cauldron down at the bottom. My mom. Cisco. But to let you know that I'm out here, we want to honor my Fetty Oya. Some people know her as Yonza, but this is a reach of change, prosperity, the marketplace, the Egun, protection, fierce warrior. She ascends. She's the only Orisha that can go from heaven to earth. So I just honor her for crowning me and choosing me as her vessel in this male body. I said, my Oya must be a freak because you gonna take this body on, you know what this body be doing. And then she was happy to get here, so that means that she's very, she's has a lot of Scorpio energy as well. And y'all know that Scorpio rules the genitals. So that's what we are down for. But this is where this altar, I don't know if Karen O'Brien is here, but if you ever ordered a bayberry candle, this is the altar that I place. Those that got your graveyard work and you got graveyard work from me, this is what the altar that I put your bayberry candle on. And then those that ordered the Obatala candles, that is over there on the other side of the church with the altar for the Obatala. I just got through doing the Eligwa, setting that up, and I got to do Ogun. I got Oshun done today. What I did? Oh, and I got Bablu Aye. I do conjure work with because for whatever reason everybody think that Bablu Aye is just for healing, but it's not. It's just Bablu Aye can do a money magic, anything, because he's a Moreto. He's a child of the dead, just like me. So I mean, we can do anything with the living, working with the dead. But so beautiful space for the reason. Yeah, in the house of God. Yeah, right. Olofi, Mighty and Zombie, whatever you would call Divine God or her. But like, I'm excited, and hopefully that you guys get a chance to visit. And if you I will be doing actual living animal sacrifices for donations. If you want me to do certain ceremonies for you, so you will have access to those things, or you want protection work done with a particular Orisha, I'm gonna have it all set up. So that's what I'm getting everything ready for our next venture. And like I said, if they don't want to roll with me, it's fine. I have a problem. Just get out of my way. All right. Much love to each one, and we gonna go because we got to get to the post office.